Hey guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. This is your weekly reading for April 15th to the 22nd. Now, I was going from the Monday to the Monday, but I think I'm going to start going from the Friday to the Friday. So this is starting on the 15th, this upcoming Friday, to the next Friday after. All right. And we're going to be taking a look into the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. You're going to notice that the relationship readings are going to be a little bit longer. We're going to be getting a little bit more in depth. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine, and you just want to watch the general reading, that's okay. Just there is going to be a timeline below, so all you have to do is click that. Now, I do want to apologize to everybody. Last week I started off doing the readings. I actually only got the earth signs done because I had done that, Sunday night. Unfortunately, what happened is I found out that, or we found out that my son's best friend was actually killed in a car accident on, Monday night, and we found out Tuesday morning. And so the rest of the week, I just sort of, spent time with him, helping him through, a very, very traumatic situation. But, here we are. We're back now. Please make sure that you click like. Please click subscribe. Please, click the notification bell, because we do go live on this channel. So we usually try to go live on Wednesday evenings. Again, depending on what's going on in our own personal lives, but we are trying to make this coming back on a regular basis. Okay. The last few months we've been kind of off and on, but we are trying to come back on a regular basis. So if you have the notification bell clicked, you will get the notification that we're live right away, and we do live readings right here on the channel. Also, just remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I also suggest that you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs just to get a more accurate picture of the upcoming week ahead. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and talk to you soon. Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for April 15th to the 22nd. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. But I do suggest you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. And also, if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com. So, first card coming through within the line, we have hostilities. With the card for the body or external circumstances, we have adjacent possibilities. And the message from Spirit is, just grab that off the floor. Happy family. I feel like for some of you, there may be something that is being presented to you at this moment that is preventing, or it feels as though it may be preventing you from some sort of happiness, okay? And when we talk about this, when we talk about that happy family, this could be happy within yourself. It could be happiness, and just in your external circumstances. It could be, happiness with your children, spouse, maybe possibly future energy of some sort. When we have this hostilities coming through, though, I feel like your mind is really focused, for some of you, on some negative aspects that are coming through. Okay, this could be past arguments. It could be situations that you're dealing with in the current moment. It feels like, it's almost as though you're in this place of anger for some reason, or this place of almost looking to be combative in some aspect, or maybe perhaps you're waiting, like this guy's almost in that position of defense, right? So being defensive, waiting for some sort of attack to come through, and you're in this defensive mode. All right. And this is what could be going on within your mind or your focus at this time. We also have this adjacent possibilities. Now, of course, we're going to be getting some clarification. But what I'm getting here is it feels that because you're in this place of defensiveness, it almost feels that you either have too many doors open for other options, or maybe perhaps you're not looking at the right door of opportunity for yourself. All right. It almost feels like, it's like, when you're in this place of hostility, we're not allowing ourselves a clear focus on something. And it might even be the fact that you're jumping around within your mind, or maybe perhaps, again, this is external circumstances within adjacent possibilities. So it really feels like maybe there's a lot of opportunities coming to you, but because you're in this place of defensiveness, all right, or hostility. It's like a hostility mindset. You're not really seeing the opportunities, or perhaps you're jumping around from, from place to place in regards to those possibilities, all right? Instead of a clear focus on one thing, you're sort of all over the place within your mind. Then again, from Spirit is saying happy family. I feel like by releasing this energy, or allowing this energy of these hostilities to not overwhelm you, or to continue playing within your mind, no matter what is going on around here. This even could be several things that are coming at you, maybe things that aren't being cleared up, or maybe this could be coming from different people, and it could even be just a combination of things, because of the fact that there's so many opportunities in here is basically what I'm saying. It's like your mind is sort of, okay, what's in this door, do I have to be defensive over here, do I have to be defensive over there? All right, it's like you're looking at too much, and you're assuming that, or you're in this place of having to defend yourself against too much, instead of focusing on what it is that you're truly desiring, is this happy family, or this place of contentment within your mind, your body, your soul, okay? And Spirit is saying to you, your soul wants to be content, but you continue to focus in on these hostilities, or the things that, especially when it comes to other people. We can't control other people. We can't be in this place of, worrying about their next move all the time, or we can't be in this place of wondering what they're going to say, or what it is that they're going to do. I mean, it's going to work out the way it's really going to work out. But if we're always in this place of defense, how are we going to be in this place of contentment? And that's really what I'm getting. So let's get some clarification and see what's coming in. Get some clarification from Spirit in regards to these energies. Right. First card coming through, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like, again, it's a very defensive type of energy, but it almost feels like you're trying to look at things logically, okay? Or you might perceive that you're looking at things logically, or you're in this place of not trying to put emotion into them. But when we're not putting emotion into it, we're not really allowing ourselves to open up, again, to adjacent possibility. We're just in this place of defense, or in this place of, holding our ground. We're always holding our ground. We're not really opening up to other energies, or we're not really allowing ourselves to see, things clearly as we should be seeing them. There's a few cards that came through, but that's okay. We also have the Queen of Wands. I'm really getting here, I'm going to take a look, because I have a feeling I know it's what they're trying to say here. We have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Strength card. I feel like what Spirit is saying to you, to be in this place of contentment, you have to take back your power. All right? When we're in this place of defensiveness, when we're in this place of, the King of Swords is also very strategic. So maybe in your mind, you're always strategizing how to defend yourself, or, it's almost like you're planning or waiting for somebody to come, towards you in some sort of hostile type of manner. And so you're making the strategies. Well, how do I defend myself if they do this? What if they do this? How would I do this if this happened? It's like a constant, trying to, keep your guard up. And what Spirit is saying is that that's taking away your power, right? It's taking away your power when we're in that energy. We might think we have the power, because we're in a defensive mode, right? Well, nothing can get through. Nothing can, emotionally hurt me. Nothing can do this. But literally, nothing can come through. Not even the happiness, the contentment that you've been seeking. It really is giving away your power. And I'm really getting here with this Queen of Wands. It's like she's fiery, she's energetic. She has extreme confidence. But she also has the strength, right? So it's like, keep your strength up. How do you keep your strength up? Well, sometimes the best way to beat a defensive energy is by being your best self, right? Being in a place of happiness, being in that place of contentment. I feel, especially with this Nine of Cups coming through, it's like your happiness is right there, but you're so stuck on being in this defensive energy that you're not really allowing that happiness to present itself. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you're strategizing, you're waiting for an attack of some sort, you're waiting for, to see what the next person's move is. And it's not really allowing you this place of contentment, or this place of where you're just feeling strong within yourself. Again, I just keep getting that for some of you, you might be giving your energy away under the disguise of being powerful, or being strategic, or being, in this place of defense, right? Because sometimes when we're in this place of defense, it can appear that we're being powerful, but we're really not. All right, so let's get some healing energies. Or this could be shadow work that we need to focus in on. It could be things that Spirit just wants us to focus on to release. But let's see what's coming through. All right. 3 shuffles. All right. First card coming in. Yeah, we have unleash your creativity. I'm really getting here with this card, okay? Again, for some of you, you could be being creative with your defense strategies, right? Or being creative within your mind as to what the next move that somebody else is going to make. But what I'm getting here from Spirit is what you should be doing is unleashing your creativity in a different way, unleashing it towards your own personal happiness, whether this is through art, whether it's through work, whether it's through just taking care of yourself. It feels like you need to switch the focus, change the perspective of what it is, and focus in on your personal happiness, and just let these people, or whatever this is that you feel that defensive energy needs to have, be with, you just need to let it, work itself out, because it will, right? We don't always need to have our guard completely up. We also have here pride. So I do feel that for some of you, this could have to do with pride. It could have to do with ego, either from yourself or someone else, or even possibly the both of you, right? When we're in this place of pride, the pride can also really relate to these hostilities. All right, maybe for some of us, we're too prideful to just sort of let down our defense. Or our ego is saying, no, we got to stay in this defensive mode. We have to protect ourselves at all times. We have to, watch for whatever it is. But, it also could be somebody's pride or ego is why you feel this defensiveness in the first place. So again, just take this as it resonates, but I feel like some sort of ego energy or pride energy needs to be released. And again, if we're in this energy of just staying within ego, and ego doesn't mean egotistical. Okay, I want to make that clear. When we're talking about ego, this is really about it can really be basically a defense within our mind. Okay, we're not looking at things from another perspective. We're not looking at things from somebody else's perspective. We're really worried about just ourselves. We're being very, very self-focused, but it can also be in sometimes a negative way. All right, it's not allowing, instead of looking and going, okay, well, maybe I understand why they're hostile, or maybe I understand why they're doing this. It doesn't mean that you have to always do that. It's just basically saying, sometimes looking beyond yourself can change the perspective of what's happening. Or maybe you don't need to be defensive, even though you feel that you do, but releasing that pride will help you take back your own power. And we also have help from above. I do feel like you're very protected at this time. I feel like Spirit is saying, why are you acting like this? Why are you in this energy of, feeling defensive? Why are you in this energy, of whatever it is? I feel like by releasing some of that, or taking back your power in some way, releasing that energy, you're going to start really noticing how Spirit has been helping you, or is helping you, or it's allowing us to really accept the help from Spirit, okay, help from above. This even could be friends or family, other people coming in. You might even be getting advice from somebody, or when you allow yourself to drop your pride, and receive help from above, this is where things start to change. And remember that, you know, there are earth angels, right? Sometimes people come to us and they say, hey, you know what? Here's another perspective on it. Or here, let me help you. But if we're in a place of pride and ego, we might not be willing to accept it. We might not be willing to take that point of view. Or we might not be, you know, willing to open up our hearts or our minds to whatever it is that the message is trying to present itself. All right? So let's get a closing message from Spirit in regards to the general reading. And then we're going to be taking a look into relationships and seeing what's coming through. It's way too many cards. Metamorphosis, power and strength within our surrender to change. Can't make this up, guys, right? The power and strength is within us. It's within us to allow the releasing energy. It's within us to change. And once we change our perspective, once we release the barriers that, you know, we're protecting ourselves against, once we allow that metamorphosis to come, this is where we have that abundance coming through, this happy family energy, okay, that contentment. And that's really what that represents, is contentment. But we have to allow the change to happen. We have to be in a place of surrender, not in a place of defense. So whatever aspect this has to do with within the current energy or the upcoming energy going on, it's time to surrender is what I really get. All right, so let's take a look at relationships. And remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, co-workers. Just take them as they resonate with you. For the most part, they are usually romantic. Or, yeah, I would say romance. Right? I thought I was going to come up with something brilliant there, but I'm really not. But, you know, just take them as they resonate with you. One more. All right, first card coming through, we have expectation, okay? I do feel that for some of you, you might have had expectations towards a particular relationship. We also have this toil and labor, and last card coming through, community. So it almost is like that happy family again, or people around you that are trying to help in some way. And again, this could be advice. It could be just people surrounding you in some sort of energy of love or giving, or, you know, people that are there as support, okay? And we have this expectation. So I feel like with expectation, what we're looking at is things that, you know, it could be in both ways. You know, maybe you thought a relationship was going to go one way and it didn't. It was actually a disappointment. There was a, you know, a lack of, it's almost as though you put in all this work towards some sort of relationship. And again, I do keep getting that defensive type of energy. When that relationship didn't turn out the way that you wished it would have turned out, it feels like you lost that it's like that expectation was squashed in some way, all right? It's almost like you have this defense mode on, and if it doesn't go this particular way, or if this isn't, you know, the way that I want it to be, then it's almost like, okay, I just did all the work for nothing. Instead of staying open and staying strong and staying within your own power and just going, okay, either this didn't work for me, or maybe perhaps once I release this defensive energy, take back my own power, this is where things really start to change. It really starts to, where you see the support, maybe even where you see, it kind of reminds me again of that kind of happy family. It could even be, you know, people around you that are, you know, it's almost like, you release that energy and all of a sudden things just change. There's this energy of things going a lot smoother, and recognizing the support, recognizing the people that love you, that are around you, that are there to, you know, help you, or they're that to give you advice, or they're even just in some sort of romantic energy. Maybe you're going to meet somebody from the community, okay? But let's get some more clarification and see what's happening here. I just feel a lot of defensive energy for some reason. And again, you know, this is a general reading, so that might not resonate with everybody, but do take a look at it, okay? And we're going to do one more shuffle. And one more shuffle. We're going to do this, and we're going to pull this. First card coming through, forgiveness. Yeah, you know, forgiveness might really be needed, you know, here for some reason, okay? Whether this is forgiveness towards yourself or, again, you know, it might be forgiveness towards a particular person, maybe a particular situation in some way. And when we're not willing to forgive, okay, it doesn't mean that we have to forget. It doesn't mean that we don't have to, or that we have to, you know, continue a false relationship with anybody in any way, especially if we, you know, are hurt or angry or whatever it is. But when we have that energy of forgiveness, it's like, okay, I forgive you for what you did. I forgive you for kind of who you are. I'm just going to go in my own way now. But we don't need to be defensive anymore towards them. We also have no. Okay, so I do feel like for some of you, I'm not sure maybe perhaps what you were asking or what the question was, but the answer is no. But we also have perfect timing. So it almost feels like for some of you, I'm going to clarify that no. I really think I kind of want a clarification on that no. What is that no? What is the clarification? Okay. Feels like, you know, we have this white wolf coming through here, and that can really talk about, you know, your own confidence, right? Maybe for some of you, there was a lack of confidence towards something, or maybe perhaps you know, there was a false front of, you know, of confidence here. We also have the hummingbird where it talks about enjoyment, being present, rapid response, being resilient. I'm kind of getting, it's also talking about believe in your power, right? Believe in your power, believe in who you are. And it's like, take back your power, take back your power. So what I'm getting with this no, it almost feels like no, this isn't the time to continue this defensive energy, all right? It's time to release. It's time to forgive. It's time to, you know, move forward in some way. So let's clarify the other cards here. Let's clarify this forgiveness and see what's coming through. It's like, again, lifting out of the negativity, lightness of being, right? Being present. I feel like for many of you, once you get into that energy, you're going to really start noticing the changes. And it really does talk about that perfect timing. It's like things need to be in a perfect time. We also have twin flames. So this can talk about the divine partner. It's also talking about like soulmate, yin yang, a balance. So for some of you within an energy, I'm really getting here. Okay, especially for those of you on that twin flame journey, maybe that soulmate journey, maybe you're seeking a soulmate, or maybe this has to do with a particular person. What I'm getting here is that there needs to be some sort of forgiveness towards this particular person, that twin flame, that soulmate, that divine partner. All right, there needs to be a forgiveness. Sometimes what is happening is that it's being projected to us, right? If we're in this place of defense, and if we're in this place of, you know, having our walls up and being not allowing a change of energy, we might have had expectations of how we, you know, thought things were going to go, right? Especially sometimes when we feel that we've met that soulmate, or we feel that we've met that divine partner, we have these expectations. You know, we might be reading, you know, false things where it's saying, yeah, you know, twin flames are always together. They always end in union. Well, you know, for a good portion, that is true. However, we have to do the inner work. And if we're coming at somebody, if we're allowing this defensive energy, if we're in this place of defense, or we're just only paying attention to what's happening within the 3D as opposed to the 5D realm, we're really not being our true and authentic selves. And we're going to present that energy to our divine partner. Okay? They're also going to be in a place of defense. They're also going to be in a place of hostility. And it's really hard, especially when we're just focusing on, well, they're not doing this or they're not doing that. I have to put my defense up. I've been cheated on in the past. You know, I have this going on, I have that going on. It just feels like there's so much energy that may be coming from you that it's really hard for you to see what this union is supposed to be all about. And remember that our twin flame, our soulmate, is always with us. They are us. So what energy we're presenting out to them, we're going to be receiving it back. This is like a mirror image, right? Yin and yang. One has to be balanced in order for the other to be balanced. When you start working on yourself and releasing that defensive energy, and remember we had that happy family. It feels like for some of you, you're wanting to be in union with this divine partner, but you're in such a defensive energy that it's really hard for that energy to turn around and change and come in a loving way, in a different way. All right, in that place where that union can happen. So it's time to really take back your power. And remember, again, you are them, they are you. So once you start taking back your power, they take back their power as well. And when you release that energy and you have that forgiveness for the things that maybe possibly that they had done in the past, or maybe even perhaps you're seeking forgiveness from somebody from what you've done, when we release that energy and we allow that forgiveness to come in, or that asking for forgiveness, right? Especially if it's a divine partnership. If you can forgive yourself, it makes it a lot easier for that partner to forgive you. If we're in this place of seeking forgiveness, but we haven't forgiven ourselves, right? How do we receive the forgiveness? Do you see what I'm saying? And the same goes for your partnership. Again, it's like a mirror image. What you're doing or what you're feeling, what you're presenting is something within you that they're demonstrating, okay? If you're scared of being cheated on, well, chances are probably there's going to be an energy of them cheating, right? Once we change that and we start taking back our power and we go, you know what? I am worthy of a monogamous relationship where there's loyalty and faithfulness. Then you start receiving that energy of loyalty and faithfulness, okay? So this is the energy that I'm getting within these relationships here. And it says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Right, but who, are you in partner with? You're in partner with your divine person, right? Your, soulmate, your twin flame. So again, it's working on you. When we work on ourselves, we're also working on them energetically. They might not be in the energy of knowing that exactly is happening, but at the same degree, once we're working on ourselves and we're focused in on ourselves, we're focused in on our own healing, it allows that energy to start moving and to start changing and to start presenting itself in a whole different way. Look at this passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. This is pretty much exactly what I was saying. When we're in that defensive mode, it's going to be very hard for something to be presented to us, right? When we're in a place where we're allowing our heart to be open and our soul to sing with that joy, then we're going to start receiving that joy and that happiness that we're seeking, especially, if you are seeking that happy family type of energy. I can't make this up, guys. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. For some of you, it could have to do with a third-party energy. Maybe somebody is married. But what I'm really getting here is that if you are seeking, again, we had that happy family. Where does that start? Big wedding. It doesn't need to be a big wedding. I'm just, projecting my own thing there. But, right? But when we have that happy family, like we have that happy family, we have wedding, right? I feel like for some of you, you are seeking that partnership, or you're waiting for that partnership to evolve in some way. But again, your energy is closed down. Your energy is not open, and it's not in a place of receiving at this moment. And, you might even be sending off some sort of energy of hostility, anger, defensiveness, whatever it is. So it's time to go inside, go inside of yourself and start really working on the energy that you want presented to you. We have coffee cup here at first. So it talks about meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. This could have to do, we also had that community card. It could be about, releasing some of the energy, maybe going out in the community, maybe doing some charity work, maybe perhaps, seeking, you know, friends, just being able to talk, but not talking in that negative type of way. This is talking in an uplifting way. And we all have those friends. We have, you know, we all have those set of friends that some are very positive, some are very negative, some are sort of neutral. All right. And I feel like, you know, when we're in that place of defensiveness, or anger or hostility of some way, we tend to seek out the people that are also hostile and negative. Right? So that could be something to think about, because I do feel it's like, you know, be with people that are truthful but also positive, right? Not all positivity is truthful, but you know, you want to seek those truthful people, those people that are going to, you know, be there for you, you know, sometimes say, hey, yeah, things suck, but you know, here's another perspective, right? Look at this. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, self-love and oneness, right? Passion, affection, attraction. I feel like this is wanting to come in. It feels as though there's this energy here of, again, you know, looking back into that soulmate, twin flame type of energy. You know, this really talks about oneness as well, right? Yin and yang, oneness, right? Unconditional love, self-love. We have to love ourselves first. We have to allow that energy of forgiveness. We have to be in that place of willing to give unconditional love in order for it to come in. I feel like it's trying to come in, and Spirit is asking you to release the defensiveness first. We also have abundance, beautiful energy. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. Here's the interesting thing. A lot of people will say, well, I am manifesting. I've been doing my meditations. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Okay, that's great. But what are you doing the rest of the day? Is the rest of the day you focusing in on what the 3D realm is going on? Because if you're, you know, if you're in a place of meditation, you know, for half an hour out of the day where you're all, you know, happy and butterflies and whatever it is, you know, you're feeling at peace, and then you walk out the door and you're like, he didn't call her, he's this, and ooh, he's that, and you know, it's a change of energy, right? All of a sudden now you're projecting a contrary to what it was that you were just meditating on. So you have to start changing that viewpoint. You might walk out the door and you're in a place of hostility, right? Or something's not exactly lining up the way you wanted it to go. It's kind of like, but I meditated this really happy energy, and, you know, I felt him calling and all of this stuff, and then he didn't call. Now you're in this mode of, you know, hostility. So it feels like what you need to do is there needs to be a consistency within the manifestation, all right? We have to be in that place of belief. We have to be in that place where we're taking back our own power. We need to be in this place of saying, okay, you know what? This is what I manifested. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it be. And that divine timing will come in, right? Because we had that divine timing. That divine timing will come in when it's ready. But I'm going to continue to project what it is that I want to manifest, right? I'm going to manifest exactly what it is that I want. And I'm going to be grateful when it appears. But we also have to be in that energy of believing that it's appeared for us already, right? So it's like a state of gratitude that we need to have and carry out throughout the day. So I truly hope that this has helped, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want a personal reading, contact me at oracleintuitions.com. And also, please click like if this reading has resonated with you. Please click subscribe. And if you click the notification bell, you will get notified when I do post a new video or when we do go live on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. Thanks so much. Take care and have a good night.